Cheated in a cruel way by wife. Posted by Shalom. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone, me, male 31 and her, female 35, together since 2016, married since then. I discovered a year ago that she is talking online and over the phone to someone. At the time, they did not meet yet. I discovered about the third person and had a talk where she was lying to me about that person. Finally, she agreed to cut off any contact, but it never happened. A few weeks later, they met, went to a hotel and basically started to date. She was coming home from work, taking a shower and just leaving for the hotel. The guy overdosed 2 months later. She was going through grief, and she said she fell in love with him. She was really bad. It was heart devastating to live under the same roof for the next months with someone that is the love of your life and is crying over some random person. Once she got better, she went back on Tinder and met a guy just to have sex. I do know about at least one. We are 18 months since DD. She would like to go together on therapy. We sold the house, living separately. For few personal reasons cannot divorce yet. I wished to see remorse, and I see some, but for me, it's not enough of it. She wants to stay in touch with the guy family because they were supporting each other after the guy died. How is it remorse? I'm sorry, I know it is all chaotic. I'm just heartbroken still. Many bad things happened as well, but going back there again is painful. Update. Thank you, everyone, for your advice, opinions and thoughts. I do value and appreciate each of them. My story is hella complex and complicated. If someone is really touched, I can give more details on DM. The story is like a dark comedy. If someone wants to explore and help me feel welcomed. Update 2. Thank you again for people direct messaging me. Now I regret I have not opened myself here before. I know it would be much easier. I would like to empower people who are going through a hard time to actually tell their story here instead of just reading like I was doing. You are anonymous here, and the energy and love and genuine hope that people can give you here are amazing. Appreciate all of you. And now for the top comments. Bro, you should have dropped her luggage at that guy's home and blocked her from everywhere except emails for divorce negotiations or co-parenting, if you have children. Go complete no contact. She has zero remorse. Engrave it zero remorse. If you don't want to be a simp cuck, get the frack out of that life. No remorse, no class, no way should this person still be involved with you at all. You're not important to this person. Get free and go no contact other than the divorce. You say there are a few reasons you can't divorce. No. There is nothing worth accepting this level of betrayal and dishonesty, and disrespect. Divorce her immediately. Throw her out of your home. Don't act like you care where she goes. Don't talk to her about her problems. The marriage ended when she opened her legs to another man. Your wife died that day. Your marriage died that day. You cannot stay with this. If you choose to stay with a cheater, especially one that can't seem to control their behavior, you get predictable baggage. You have zero choices whether to accept or not. It's part and parcel to a worthless cheater. She will not stop lying. She will get better at it. She will not stop the shenanigans, and she will be more stealthy about it. If you issue no consequences to her, she will lose any little respect she has left for you because she knows you have none for yourself, and women despise pushover men. If you choose to stay, buckle up, the crap truck is on its way. And now for our next story. Keep feeling sick. Posted by Greedy Flump. I had been seeing my girlfriend for over a year, first proper relationship, and we knew it was coming to an end because we both were starting university this year. We had arrangements to finish the relationship in a nice way, i.e., meals with family and redo our first date, and end on good terms. One night we're out in a club, and I spot her with a dude, and at the end of the night, when we walk out, he's still there. Turns out this is an old friend of hers that had helped her when she got spiked at a party, and they had bumped into each other in the club, so I didn't think too much about it, and we all stood chatting till the sun came up, and we got taxis home. I went back to hers but felt pretty sick, so we just slept. When we woke, we lounged about as usual, but when we started to make out, She was acting super weird and just kept facing away from me. She hadn't been like this before, but I didn't make a big deal out of it, and we just watched Netflix until I went home. 2 days later, she says she's going to the club again with a group of girls from her school for a ladies' night. I felt weird about it because some of the people she named, she hadn't talked to for years, but I didn't question it and just let her be. The next day I'm on a group call with her and some mates from school, and she's not talking much, but the others leave, and she says we need to talk, so I ring her. She basically says that she thinks it's better if we break up now, which of course, takes me by surprise, and I get emotional but agree. Then I heard her say I've really fracked up under her breath, so I asked what she meant, and she denied saying it, but something twigged in my head then, so I asked her again, and she denied it again. This happened for a little longer until she ended up telling me that she didn't go to the club with a school friend, but she went there with just him, took him home and fracked. At this point, I'm a mess. She then goes in to say that she hasn't been happy in the relationship for a while, but she didn't have the guts to break up with me. I hang up, and she rings back to see if I'm okay but just makes things worse by telling me she only felt relief for telling me and didn't feel bad. This pushes me over, and I hang up again and, in a rage, slash my wrist, not bad enough for a hospital but enough to make a mess. I sent her a photo, and she seemed genuinely scared, which made me feel fracking awful and brought me back down to earth. At this point, I think I ended up just falling asleep in a ball on the floor. Over the next few days, I felt fracking awful, mostly just crying and vomiting. I couldn't keep anything down and ended up becoming underweight. This is where things get complicated though. She kept messaging to make sure I was okay. We'd both helped each other through crap before, and I ended messaging back, which was weird because I felt nauseous thinking about her but felt better talking to her. I didn't really have any friends I'd want to talk to about this. We end up calling and have a civil conversation, with short breaks for me to be sick, in which she tells me she's racked with guilt. She apologizes every 2 seconds, and we get everything out. This went on for quite a while, and I ended up feeling a bit better, and I can't remember how but we ended up having phone sex. The next day we do a check-in, but she's distraught because everyone's found out, and she has lost all her friends. She felt really bad, and I tried to comfort her, which felt really weird, seeing as surely I should be the last person doing so. I thought I'd helped her feel better, but later that night, I got a text from her saying she'd had a mouthful of bleach but spat it out because she couldn't swallow it. At this point, I didn't have a clue what to think, but I agreed with her that I'd come round the next day to help her. I go round, and one thing leads to another, and we end up having sex. We kind of had a secret relationship for a couple of weeks where my family and all our friends didn't know we were meeting, and we even ended up redoing our first date, but we made it explicit that we weren't back together. After these couple of weeks, she ended up going to university a few weeks before me. We agreed that we'd stay on good terms, and we just message each other a little now. I was okay for the first few days. This brings me to now. I don't know why but I feel exactly the same as when we broke up, anxious to the point where I can't even eat. It doesn't help that I'm moving to university in 6 days, but I know that's not the problem because I can't wait to get away from home. I think about her a lot, and I feel sick when I do, but every time I get a message from her, it goes away. I know I shouldn't have kept seeing her after the breakup because it has for sure just extended the pain. I'm just not sure what to do. I don't even know why I'm sharing all this. I'll probably just have to ride this out, and I probably deserve it for being stupid enough to not just block her. And now for the top comments. She cheated. You retaliated with an abuse tactic, cutting yourself and sending her pics, and she did the same back to you, telling you she was going to swallow bleach. Neither of you is okay mentally, but she is not your problem. This cycle will continue unless one of you breaks it. Block her on everything and get counseling/therapy. Your university might be able to help you there. Mine offered 5 sessions and then a referral if I needed more, but I'm in the UK, so healthcare is free. You won't be able to move on until she is fully out of your life. You need to focus on yourself and figure out why you had such a strong reaction to her cheating. This is coming from someone who used to do the same, and it will take a while for you to self-reflect and realize why and how you were wrong, but it can get better, only if you start on a journey to help yourself. Enjoy university, make friends, avoid a relationship until you fix what's wrong inside yourself. Good luck! Did you not grow up and learn to be your own person? To have your own sense of identity? To enjoy your own company? You have severe separation anxiety. Generally, you can only do two things really well: school, sports, girlfriend, work, etc. Maybe three, but focus on what matters ahead of you, let other things go, and don't engage in destructive, self-defeating behavior. Hi op, if I were in your shoes, as you finished on good terms, I would phone her and open up with the feelings you have and ask her for no contact with you to heal properly. Then be sure to don't break any contact and go from there. With a new university, new friends, just focus on yourself and forget her. Most important is don't take her back. She is a cheater, and she has cheated on you once. She will do it again if she has the opportunity. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.